This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
Hey, there is nothing like Las Vegas, baby. It's Vegas. You place your chips, you set your odds, you roll the dice, and you see what comes up. And you hope it's not snake eyes. And that's what the drivers of the JW Racing Esports Truck Series in tonight, as we prepare for the next round of the Josh White Racing Esports Truck Series. Tonight, it's the Roll the Dice 200, 134 laps around the mile and a half of Las Vegas Motor Speedway. It's all part of broadcast coverage of JW Racing Esports TV on MaxSpeedTV and audio on the CRN Sports Network. Good evening from the Buckeye State of Ohio. I am Wesley Outland, joined from Waldorf, New York, Ray Richer. Ray, Vegas is a unique mile-and-a-half racetrack. We should see an exciting race under the lights tonight for the Truck Series.
I'm wondering where Waldorf, New York is, because I'm actually in Mohawk, New York. But that's okay.
Mohawk, New York. I'm sorry.
It's all good, my friend. Either way, nice hot night here in Vegas, by the way. 85 degrees out, 86 track temperature right now, 1.5 miles. They call these cookie cutters, but Kansas is everything but. I mean, you got to think about it. A lot of banking there. It goes down into turn 3 and 4, as well as 1 and 2. And a little bit of a D shape. So tonight, over-the-top paint designs, as well as Michelangelo's Painting in Arizona and Wild Pedal Productions bring you the Josh White Racing Esports Truck Series every Friday night. We're going to get our qualifiers in tonight and get things underway. 10 minutes of qualifying, yes, 2 laps each individual. 2 minutes into this, as we slip over and we see the number 111, Brandon Hughes, now for his run.
Brandon Hughes, he's up first, ready to come out of the gate to qualify. And by the way, don't forget, a chance to win free pizza is available. We'll have all details. The free pizza, Pick the Winner giveaway. You're going to win yourself a 3-topping pizza from Domino's Pizza from, of course, Josh White Racing Esports and MaxSpeedTV, as long as you get the winner correct by halfway. This race is officially 134 laps, 200 miles. I got it wrong last week, but I'll get it right this week. Lap 67 is halfway tonight. Ray,
yeah, you got it. Took me a minute. Took me a minute to think about it in my head, even though my Mohawk, New York math is off a little bit. Keep an eye on Raul Meza. Unfortunately, in the wall down, the Vanilla stretch there, coming out of turn 2. He'll take and see if he can pick it back up. I do not believe Raul has made a lap just yet. I'm going to look on my grid over here. Yes, right. He did, actually. He is 6th fastest right now. Last lap, 33.151. Still holding on, but that second lap obviously is not going to count. Brandon Hughes in the 111 at the top of the board at 31.616. Raul come around, and we're going to keep an eye right now on the 33 of Jason Keffer, who is 2nd fastest.
Jason Keffer out of West Virginia, drove through that state today, heading to Ohio. He now is also with JRM Junior Motorsports on late model teams in Concord. And I want to get back to Raul Meza. We just showed him a moment ago. Me personally this afternoon, the driver out of Van Nuys, and he wanted to say, just wanted to stop by and thank you so much for all of the awesome broadcasting races that you and Ray Ritt. My wife and family love watching my races because of you and the team you have. The way you cover each race, you and Ray, is beyond perfect. You are awesome at what you guys do. I sincerely want to take that much. We appreciate you and your awesome way both of broadcasting. So I just wanted to say to the driver and to his family, thank you to the Raul Meza and family. We appreciate that, don't we, Ray?
We appreciate it very much. Those are some very kind words, and checks in the mail there, Wesley, just so you know. Anyway, he said, no, we do a pretty good job every week, I think, at least more on your end than mine, but I just enjoy it as we go along here. Mark Truexel, by the way, is on track, 5th right now, actually 6th right now, in the number 5, got his number swapped with a position. He's on his 2nd lap, though, 31.810. Everybody's out to beat Jason Keffer, who just took over the top spot from Brandon Hughes at a 31.614. Truexel comes down into turn 1 for his 2nd lap, I believe. Actually, looking at it right now, he'll go down to 7th place. He'll be beat out by the 21 of Brandon Bullock, who now has taken 4th place spot.
Well, you know, Ray, I'm kind of disappointed because I was hoping to be in the broadcast booth Wayne County Speedway in Orville, Ohio. The race announcing duties I have tomorrow night with Speed 51 to call the JW Racing Esports event tonight. But unfortunately, the internet strength is not the best in Amish country, so I hightailed it quickly to the hotel. Thank you again to the Cobblestone Inn and Suites. I'm in the main suite up in the 3rd, 4th, and got probably the highest internet strength I can of anybody else. And We're ready to rock. Fine, does continue along. There you see the point standings currently as it stands. As we go into the next round of the series, Derek Fulton is the man out in front as my girlfriend's son, Jordan Studebaker, we had him on the broadcast last week, calls him Cereal Box. Derek Fulton is the point leader. Brady LaBeouf is second, Nicholas Sacco third, Derek Mullins, Chris Baines, Jason Keffer, Michael McKinnon, Steve Affont, Ashley Dodson, and Austin McKinnon, the top 10. Round out the rest of the 20 there, Ray Richard.
Let's see, down through Matthew Lee in the 11th position. Brandon Bullock right now in the top 5 for qualifying. In 12th, Andrew Hurley, not too far back from there, 238 points at 13th. Eric Zimmerman, 14th. Tyler Beeman, 15th. Brandon Hughes, 16th. Joshua White, the owner and host of this league, again, 17th. Stephen Waltrip, 18th. Garrick Baines, 19th. And Gene Roguski will round out your top 20.
Getting ready for, I want to say it's round 12 of this series. I want to say it's round number 12. By the way, props to Josh White and Mike Hennon and Zimmerman and all the people that are involved with this program. They are Josh and his lovely fiance Megan are kicking back at Topsail Island at the beach. I don't know if he's racing tonight. I think he's taking off, but he's definitely watching and looking in as Tucker set to go, got himself a couple of ARCA to driver development wins on the Thursday series. Let's see what he does in Truck 99. Nice looking machine too, right? Alpha 2.
Yep, Malware bites aboard him this time this week, like it was last week. Down the stretch he'll come. And again, Anella straight away there on the back stretch with a 99. See him bring it down to turn 3. Again, no time on the board. Don't think he completed a lap. No scratches on the truck, so didn't hit the wall or nothing. He'll go towards the top off of turn 4. And bring it down as low as he possibly can below the white line. Nope, he rides it this time. Across the stripe he will go. And then he'll put the 99 in 8th place right now with a 31.738. By the way, you said you're out in no man's land. I thought something was amiss.
Amish country. Amish country, man.
Like I said, I thought something was amiss. Andrew Hurley right now on Andrew Hurley on the point right now. By the way, fastest guy during practice. Andrew Hurley in that number 3, usually getting caught up in wrecks. Hopefully, not by his means by any means, but hopefully starting up front this time. He'll bring it down for the first lap, actually around the corner, turn to turn 1. Turn 2 now. Down the Nellis stretch to the back. Nellis stretch aimed, actually he did do one lap, by the way, 31.7 flat, right now 8th fastest. Down at turn 3, hasn't touched anything. We'll see if he can bring that thing back to the top this time. Not physically, but we're talking time-wise. Actually got down to 9th. Matthew Lee, the 04, just took over 2nd spot. He'll go down to the bottom towards the grass. Hurley, any improvement? And yes, 4th place position right now. 31.615.
How special.
Very nice lap.
How special, Brad, would it be for Andrew Hurley if he salvaged, obviously, a victory? As we said, Buff was the qualifier at Darlington last week. But how special would it be if we could just see Andrew Hurley get off the side of the bad luck he's had since decent run here tonight?
Yeah, we'd love to see a decent run here out of the 3. I mean, not that he hasn't had bad runs in the past. Again, it's just wrong place, wrong time. By the way, a little bit breaking up there, Wesley, just so you know. Live broadcast, you know how it is. Jason Maines in the 43, by the way. Brad LaBeouf is who we're looking at right now. First lap on the board. 9th, actually 7th fastest, 31.622, around for his second lap. Down the turn, he'll come to the bottom side of turn 2. Down the back stretch, he'll bring it off. I think he wore off his second lap there, so.
Yeah, I think he decided to go ahead and call her quits there after being 7th overall in the qualifying run. And qualifying is about 20 seconds away from being officially in the books. What a job it's been here as we are rocking and rolling with this event. This is tonight, Las Vegas Motor Speedway. How about next Friday night? I'm looking forward to next Friday, North Wilkesboro Speedway with the trucks. Come on, Ray. That's going to be a good one. Truck, yeah.
Yeah, I watched one this week with the Street Stocks, and it was a wild race with those guys on Monday night that I announced for another league there, the North-South Shootout League, and the trucks are just going to make it all that much better with more horsepower. By the way, 2 truck races on tonight. We'd obviously love you guys to watch us here on the internet on the Josh White Racing E-Series, but also the Gander trucks are out in Kansas And that's live right now. They're just a little under halfway go, 69 of 134, as well as we're 134 tonight. So we're going to try to match that and see if we can put on just as good as a show as there is on live TV.
Truly a crazy race last night for the Cup Series as well. A tough break for my buddy Ryan Priest and Matt DiBenedetto, a couple of late model modified guys back in the day. Thank goodness they're okay. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, it is about time to turn them loose here. Let's give you your starting lineup for the Roll the Dice 200 miles, 134 laps around the mile and a half of Las Vegas Motor Speedway on MaxSpeedTV, and for those that are joining us on the CRN Sports Network. Lineup ready to go. The field is still gritty.
Garrett Maines is what we're looking for on the track to get our lineup up. We got to get these guys on track to get the broadcast going here.
There we go. Yeah, D'Amico's having a little delay there. Garrett Maines is on the pole in his Toyota. Number 57, fast qualifier, 31.517 seconds. And two-time winner this year, Matthew Lee in his Toyota. He'll start the 0-4 in the outside front row.
Jason Maines, the son of Garrett Maines, I believe. We've had them plot before. We'll start right behind the 57 machine in the 43 on the inside of the second row. Jarek Fulton, our points leader in the 19 machine, was fourth fastest tonight.
Row number 3, West Virginia, now Concord, North Carolina's Jason Keffer in the 5th position. Andrew Hurley, can he turn things around? He'll start 6th tonight in the number 3.
Brandon Hughes was at the top of the board for a little bit tonight during qualifying, that 111 machine. He'll start on the inside of the 4th row. Outside of him, the number 9, one of the guys that usually runs in the top 10 easily, Brady LaBeouf.
Moving on to row number 5, Derek Mullins in the number 2. He'll start in the 9th position to his outside. Gene Merkluski, he's in 10th and 94.
Brandon Bullock in the 21 machine will be in the next row on the inside. Outside of him will be the 92 of Keith Bradley.
Moving on to Michael McKinnon in the 13. He's ready to go. He's outside, 99. Ace Fred Tucker from the series. He's 14th.
Inside and 15th in the 46 machine is Mike Adamson. And the outside is our Aussie, Adsley Dodson, wishing luck from Kathy up here in New York in the 07 machine.
Austin McKinnon, Mark Truxell, they'll start in row number 9.
Our infield reporter, Rob McFarland, row 10, inside there. Outside him, Raul Meza in the 37.
He'll start 20th, 21st, 22nd, 70, Michael Clary, 77, Lane Woodruff.
Taking around and out the rest of the field, Chris Baines on the outside of him, Eric Zimmerman on the inside of the last row. Michael Clary will be your 24th starter tonight in the 70 machine.
There is the lineup. We are set to start. Who will roll the dice? 200 miles, 134 laps. And don't forget about the opportunity to win free pizza. Make sure you pick your winner by halfway as the start. Get ready to drop on the pit road. We are set to roll here in Vegas virtually as they come to the fire box. Green flag goes in the air. Working your way in the 200.
Garrett Maines
the inside lane for Maines. He'll go to the lead as they go into turn 1. Might be behind the leader in the corner.
Garrett Maines with a quick block to the outside of Matthew Lee. Matthew Lee not really falling back, but side by side with the 43 for second place spot. On the outside, Lee is going down the backstretch with a drag race into turn 3 with the 43 in the bottom. Garrett Maines with the block to the high side.
Back straight away, they go into turn number 3. They'll exit off of turn 4.
Garrett Maines holding on to the lead right now. Go ahead, buddy.
The man in front to come to the line, first lap in. Give it to Maines. Matthew Lee in second spot, third of that 43 as they come off a turn. Number 2 down the back straightaway.
Working with best here, Wesley. We know.
Give it to Maines.
We know we're having a little audio problems with Wesley, but on the inside right now, the 04 of Matthew Lee, right on the tail of the 57. They'll come out of turn 4. He'll go to the inside, way below the white line, on the apron, at the stripe, side by side, though. The lead right now was counted by Garrett Maines in the 57. Down to turn 1, and it looks like Lee's got him by half a truck length.
Another lap in the board here. Opening laps here at Vegas. As it's still the man there in the 04, Matthew Lee. Here comes those battles continuing. Garrett Maines to the outside. Maines family, 2 and 3, salting up each other now, trying to get around lead off turn 4.
Matthew Lee pulls it to the front, but right behind him, the 57 of Garrett Maines, our pole winner tonight, will try to get there. A little bit of a block from the 4 now. Shoves the 57 up the track with right behind him the 43, but now the inside for the third place spot. Jason Kepper's on the hunt. Behind him, Brendan Hughes in the 111.
Back straight away, they go back in the turn at number 3. Look at this battle for Garrett Maines. Outside lane 3. Leo go to the outside, back to the inside. In to turn number 4. Another lap on the board. Lap 4 of 134. I'm going to step away. I'll be right back.
Garrett Maines takes the lead over. We're going to try to get Wesley all set up right now. We know we have some audio issues. Right now, Garrett Maines back to the lead. He takes about a half a truck length on Matthew Lee behind him. Right behind him, Jason Maines. It's Maines, Lee, Maines for the top 3. Single file to the high side. Kepper falls into 4th. Now they'll go to the bottom, down through turn 3. Behind him, again, the 111 of Brandon Hughes to follow. Big old taken challenge behind of for the 6th place spot. That's Andrew Hurley and the points leader, Derek Fulton. Up front again, Garrett Maines holding onto that front place, but that 0-4 right on his deck lid, trying to hold on through turns 1 and 2. One truck into the wall, but still able to keep it underway. The 111 of Brandon Hughes right by the start-finish line. Down the backstretch will go. And it looks like Kepper's going to have the high side, taking over that 3rd place spot. And the 4th place now taken over by Jason Maines. Believe we have Wesley back. We'll give it a try here, bud.
Another lap. And here comes Keffer now. He'll size himself up to the number 3 position. Back to the outside lane. Lead to the bottom. He'll remains with him. They go below the apron. Push those trucks up 5. Single file back to 1.
Same positions right now, 1 through 3. Maines, Lee, and Jason Keffer. With that being said, Maines right out front, but not for long. The 0-4 still right on his tail. Down the back chute they'll go into turn 3. Now to the middle line to the bottom. They'll straighten up through as we watch Jason Maines in the 4th place position fall back about 2 truck lengths with Brandon Hughes in tow.
Off of turn number 4, this time by it's lap number 7 of 134. Keffer now looking his chops. He's to 3rd spot. Looking to have a good run here tonight in Vegas. Sunny up lead, but then stay single file off of turn 2.
Moving back to 7th place position. That's Derek Fulton side by side. Looks like Ray LaBeouf's right behind him, side by side with the 111 of Hughes. And by the way, Andrew Hurley able to hold on to that 6th place spot, but now goes to the top, falls back in line behind the 9 of Ray LaBeouf. Just a gaggle of cars back here, right across start finish line. And the victor right now of the 5th place position is Derek Fulton. He moved up 2 truck lengths last lap.
Back to turn number 1 and 2. It's Maines. Look at this battle now for 6th and 7th. It's Brandon Hughes. He's got a couple of top 3 finishes on the truck series, trying to come to a victory lane for the first time. He'll battle now with the points leader, Derek Fulton. That battle goes on into 3.
Everybody 1 through 5 falling in right now. Here's the issue. 1 through 5 is Maines, Lee, Keffer. Again, Jason Maines. Derek Fulton made his way up to 5th. Right behind him is Ray LaBeouf in the 6th place spot. Brandon Hughes, unfortunately, a couple flashes falling back now. He'll take over the 7th, make it 8, because Hurley just got by him for 7th place down through turn 1.
Down on the back straightaway. Look at this battle continuing here. This dog leg, this fight, if you will, continuing to persist down in the corner. And watch these drivers with Mullins on the inside. He's got Brett Tucker to his outside. McKinnon, Maines, all in that mix. 3 wide behind those drivers as they come back to the line. For 10 in. Next time around, clean green in the opening stage of the Roll the Dice 134.
Third, let's see, that 3 wide actually was Keith Brady, the 92, the 13 of Michael McKinnon. That looked like the 111 of Brandon Hughes. That's a fight for the 8th place. We'll take and get around turn 3 right now, down through turn 4. Everybody falls back in line, single file, all the way up from the lead, all the way back to what looks to be about 14th or 15th place.
And by the way, this is round number 12. Round 12 of the series here. If you count the statistics, the first race was, of course, back on May the 8th at Dover International Speedway after a Charlotte All-Star race. And since then, 12 consecutive weeks since May 8th all the way to July 24th. We're racing round 12. Look at Robert McFarland and Gene Rogluski battle for 20th position. We'll check in our in-race reporter coming up later on tonight.
started 19th, now in 20th. Actually, make it back to 19th. The BruiserUSA.com. Your way, the 0-1 machine there of Robert McFarland. He'll bring it down into turn 1 while our leaders head down the backstretch. Right now, a challenge for 5th place spot. Again, it was the 9 of the Ray LaBeouf machine on the inside of Derek Fulton. And it looks like Jason Maines as well, just ahead of them, is right on the inside at 33 of Jason Keffer. We have a challenge for 3rd and 4th place spot.
A battle going up on for that 3rd and 4th position. Here they come down to the line. This is for 5th now. For this position, back 14 of 134. It's still Matthew Lee. Brady LaBeouf in a battle with the Maines and Keffer group. There you go. I lost track of space there for a second. That's Jason Keffer in that 33 truck. You know, we're so used to seeing him in a WV. He's got the West Virginia Mountaineer colors. Now he's all patriotic from West Virginia, now from North Carolina, just in Race City, USA, where he resides, as he sides up and more down to the bottom. They come to the stripe.
Couple of patriotic trucks talking about the 43 and 33. It's a 3-wide battle basically for 4th place. Right now, Jason Keffer is out on top of that. He beat out Jason Maines, beat out Keffer through that turn 1 spot. And there is another challenge. Bray LaBeouf is now in the mix with a 19. Looks to be of Derek Fulton right behind him. Everybody mixing it up as Jason Keffer was able to take over that 4th place spot. He is now getting away from right behind him what is the 9 of Bray LaBeouf. And it looks like Keffer, the 33, is falling back through the pack.
Lap 15 of 134. We're in the opening go of things here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway with Matthew Lee. Maines family, 2 and 3. We'll be back with more, but you're not going to miss a thing. We're going to go side by side as we thank our sponsors. Round 12 of the JW Racing Esports Truck Series returns in a moment. This is Josh White Racing TV on MaxSpeed and CRN.
I need something faster. LeithCars.com offers Leith Direct online buying. With no hassle pricing on used cars, I just pick my car and click to buy. They'll even deliver it to me. And if I change my mind in 3 days, I can just bring it back. Leith Direct online buying from LeithCars.com. It's one more reason why it's easier here.
Looking to do something fun, different, and exciting with a family? Experience Friday Night Stock Car Racing, located in South Raleigh at the Wake County Speedway. Wake County Speedway is a quarter-mile bagged asphalt facility, providing lots of close racing action. For more information, including the schedule, please visit WCSpeedway.com. Wake County Speedway, America's favorite bull ring.
Back here, no change in those positions. The race wars on here. Ray Richer, Wesley Outland, Robert McFarland is our in-race reporter as the trucks roar their way back down the Dallas straightaway into turn number 3. The Roll the Dice 200 ready to go here as the battle for the lead between Garrett Maines, Matthew Lee heating up at the dogleg in turn 4.
They go down across the stripe side by side, almost even right there coming off of turn 4. It's got Garrett Maines, Matthew Lee. Give it to Lee last time, by the way, according to iRacing scoring, but he's on the outside. He'll have about a half a truck length to battle for the 57 as they come down through 2. Down the backstretch they'll go, but right behind them, Jason Maines has regained the 3rd place spot. Behind him, Bray LaBeouf is up to the challenge as Brady goes to the inside. It's a 2x2 battle from 1 to 4th.
What a battle this continues to be as they'll make their way off of turn number 4 back down to the straightaway here. As Maines LaBeouf now have a battle. You have Jason Maines, Brady LaBeouf Jason Keffer, all in that mix as it goes off into turn number 1 to the outside lane. But meanwhile, the two trucks in front battle for the lead. Maines and Lee off of turn 2.
Don't count out that 19 of Derek Fulton because he is in the 5th place position going to the outside of the 9 right now, and he'll overtake 4th place from Bray LaBeouf. The top 5 just battling it out here. It looks like Jason Maines in the 3rd place, just kind of hanging in there, watching things back, but still able to keep up with these leaders. Garrett Maines down the front stretch. He'll hold off right now. Matthew Lee for that lead. 1 truck length back. Now, by the way, one thing I want to let you know, Wesley, I looked into it at the beginning of this. When this is a league, they call it a fixed setup. Everybody has the same setup to deal with. They can change their offset. They can change their ratio. That's what practice is all about, getting ready and getting real.
That's right.
With the track. So here's the deal, though. This is not the Las Vegas setup. I do not know if it was an error or if it was made on purpose, but this is the Charlotte Oval 2018 night setup here for Las Vegas. So it changes things a lot in these trucks. Everybody seems to be holding on just nicely. Top 2 right now, Maines and Lee have got it down. Lee about 1/2 now, make it 1 truck length back going through 2.
Ray, you're a connoisseur of the iRacing world. Let's be honest, I'm just a broadcaster. What does that mean from changing the setup for the Charlotte setup to what would normally be a Vegas race?
Well, you're a connoisseur of racing, so it brings it over from the real world to the iRacing world. Banking's different. The straightaways are different. The angles are different. What I'm getting at is springs are different. Setup is different. A-arms are different. Shocks are different. Everything between different tracks helps you turn a race vehicle to each corner in a long run around the track. So again, Charlotte is very comparable to this, but Charlotte's got more dog legs, still 1.5 miles the same there. The banking, though, is a little bit lower, I believe, at Kansas than it is at Charlotte. As I said earlier at the beginning of the broadcast, yes, sir, beginning of the broadcast, that these are cookie cutter tracks. They are different. So again, you can make a vehicle turn from a different track, even if it's the same oval type setup, but there still are minute differences in the setup as well as the asphalt itself. But again, back up front, Garrett Maines able to take and hold off right now. Matthew Lee, 1 truck length back. Not a lot has changed. They go down the backstretch, and Nella straightaway, in fact, and they'll take it down to turn 3 as Jason Maines is in 3rd.
There's Garrett Maines. There's the leader. Started this race in 1st. He has currently led 15 laps so far in this event, 28 of 134. By the way, put that ticker on the screen. Don't forget about the free pizza giveaway. Pick the winner for a free pizza at halfway. If you are correct, you get a free 3-topping pizza of your Domino's location. All you got to do is simply let us know. The winner will get you your closest location where your Domino's pizza is, and you can claim it. That is from Domino's Pizza and MaxSpeedTV, as well as the JW Racing Esports Truck Series. Eric Zimmerman is our man on the plan in the YouTube chat box. Remember, you have to go to the official MaxSpeedTV YouTube broadcast link and comment who will be winning the race at halfway. First person to get the correct answer wins. It's that simple, right?
Lap 67, by the way, is the goal for that. We're on lap 28 right now. You've got 40 laps to put your guess in. At the completion of lap 67, that's when we take the winner. Well, actually, excuse me. The best guess is what's going to happen at the end of the race. So, in other words, if you guess Garrett Maines, who is leading right now, and say he wins this thing, but your guess has got to be in by lap 67, and you're the first one to be picked, you win the 3-topping pizza, courtesy of MaxSpeedTV, Michelangelo's Painting, Arizona.
We're looking forward to next Friday night as well. Don't forget the historic North Wilkesboro Speedway, round 13 of the JW Racing Esports Truck Series. Look at this Michelangelo's Painting camera, Arizona Painting. Look at the camera shot here as they get ready to come off of turn number 4. Look at this battle for 10th. It's Rhett Tucker and Chris Baines sizing each other up. A couple other men behind him. You see the ticker on the top of the screen showing the top 3 and the full field rundown behind that leaderboard. And again, it has been all Garrett Maines leading the way. Lap 30 of 134. We're just 4 laps shy, Ray Richer, of 100 laps to go here at Vegas.
Top 5 right now have not changed a bit. Maines, Lee, Maines. That's Garrett, Maines, Matthew Lee, Jason Main's top 3. Derek Fulton, again, points leader. Keep pointing him out that way, 19 truck. And Bray LaBeouf right behind him. Michael McKinnon right now is in 6th. Derek Mullins in 7th in the 2 machine. Jason Keffer was up there battling for a while, but kind of fell back a little bit in the 8th position. Reed Tucker in the 9th position. And rounding out your top 10 at this point is Chris Baines in the 54. So again, top 5 continue to drive away. If you think about it, take a look here. Between Michael McKinnon and Bray LaBeouf, that's 5th to 6th. There is literally almost 5 seconds between the two of those. I mean, geez, that's actually, well, let's see, that's about a 1/5 of a lap. So as they're going down to turn 1, McKinnon's actually exiting turn 3. That's how much of a distance it is from the top 5 on back to 6th.
Well, what a performance they are putting on for sure as this race continues on here at Vegas. Round number 12 of the series. What a race they have done. What a series this has been as well. I'm just so impressed with the performance that all of these drivers have been able to do week in and week out. And, you know, we say this, right? This is stressful, just like doing the real deal. And these guys are class acts as well.
Well, here's the deal. With iRacing, as everybody knows, it's the closest you can get to the real thing. But here's the deal. Here's the deal. I'm up here in New York. If it snows, I can go racing. If it's raining outside, I can go racing. That's one reason I love iRacing. And the other thing is, too, when you are racing, you've got to size the guy up, like you were saying earlier, during one of those challenges for 10th place there. You size the guy up, you see where he's making mistakes, you check your tires, you realize what's going on. It's all about carryover from the real world, and iRacing has definitely got it where it's at. As we're saying this again, no changes top 5. Garrett Main still holding off the 04 of Matthew Lee. Lee Bauer about a truck length back. Top 5 are just like they're in a draft at Daytona. Single file, right nose to tail. Everybody's hitting their marks at the same exact groove. I've seen Lee kind of come down a little bit a couple times coming out of 4, like I see now. He's coming out of 4. He'll go to the lower side, catch up about a quarter truck length. He's trying to get a run on the 57. They'll all go down below the apron here on the start-finish line, back up about 3/4 of the way to the top, actually right against the wall there going into 1. Arc it down to the bottom and right down through turn 2. It's been the same line for the past 15, 20 laps. No change in your top 5.
Kind of disappointed, Ray. We only have a certain amount of people watching, and I was hoping we'd have some more people that'd be tuning in and checking us out. And you got to be checking out the extended coverage. Now, I know we got people that are watching us on the Josh White Racing YouTube channel. I encourage you, go on over to MaxSpeedTV. That's where you need to be. MaxSpeedTV. Check out MaxSpeedTV's coverage. That is where you're only eligible for the pizza. Somebody just messaged me and they asked me that question. So I just want to refer that answer to them, Ray, that you can only qualify to win by going to the MaxSpeedTV Facebook link if you try to go, or to the YouTube link. If you try to go to Josh White Racing on YouTube, we appreciate that. You can watch, but you don't qualify. Go to MaxSpeedTV. Tell them about it.
Yeah, you got to go to MaxSpeedTV, and on the YouTube channel, you make your comments, sign in, of course, to YouTube, and you take your comments and do basically your guess. And that's by lap 67. Right now, it's on lap 37. Going to have 29 laps is what we're going to go off from right now. 29 laps to lap 67 for your free pizza giveaway. And again, free topping, I'll get that out yet, Leslie. Free topping pizza, courtesy of MaxSpeedTV. And now we got, since everybody's kind of single file and they're close enough for these loud motors, how about we do it a Max Speed Crank It Up?
Let's crank it up on a Friday night in Vegas, baby.
Crank it up, done with here from Vegas. But here's the lineup right now. Garrett Maines in the first place spot. Right back behind him again, Matthew. Change there, except they are pulling away from the third place position of Jason Maines. There was a challenge by Derek Fulton there in fourth. They're about 10 spots between 2 and 3. Behind him, Brady LaBeouf in the 9 machine. 5, well, he's in the 5th place. About 10 truck lengths back now from 4th. Has fallen off the pace a little bit, but plenty of time. You got Derek Mullins behind him by at least 6 seconds and 8 seconds behind the leader for the 6th place. Guys are finally starting to cycle around for a few pit stops on lap 41. And also there was a spin during that crank it up to number 5. Unfortunately to the infield. A challenge for the lead is given up by Maines. Maines will go to the top side. Matthew Lee will take it to the bottom, but now there's a drag race down through the corner, down the back chute.
Oh, the race rolls on. We're glad you're along for the ride. A part of Josh White Racing Television Esports coverage. ARCA on Thursday night, Cup Series, or the Truck Series on Friday night. He's Ray Richer from Mohawk. Oh, yeah. I am Wesley Outland, normally from North Carolina. Tonight, I'm in the Buckeye state of Amish country, Orville, Ohio. You know what else is special from Orville? Do you know what it is? Right? Do you know what it is?
The carriages and the horses?
Well, not Amish country, yes, but this is also the home of Smucker's Jelly. Did you know?
Hey now, that sounds like you can bring home a few jars and maybe send them.
Dude, I passed by the building on the way up here. I was like, man, I'm gonna get me some jelly. Guess what? It's closed because of COVID. Because of COVID.
Come on.
So, go figure. Look at this battle for the lead continuing here. Garrett Maines. He's the man out in front. Look at Matthew Lee looking for that 3rd win on the season. Remember, he won at Pocono, and he won the race at Martinsville. Matthew Lee has been strong man for sure as they make their way in off of turn number 4 to the line. Look at them, single file, no one jumping out of line. Here they come to the stripe. You're less than 20 laps from placing your bets. We're so far flag to flag, caution free here in this race at Vegas in the Roll the Dice 100 race.
Garrett Maines, of course, still your leader. Matthew Lee, of course, still in 2nd. Jason Maines still in 3rd. Derek Fulton 4th. Brady LaBeouf in 5th. And a bunch of guys have come in for their pit stops. Right now, it looks like everybody 11th on back has made a pit stop. The top 10 still has yet to be seen on pit lane for their service. Top 10 right now, Maines, Lee, Maines, Fulton, LaBeouf, Mullins, Michael McKinnon, Reed Tucker, Ashley Dotson, the Aussie, in the 9th place position, 07 machine. Chris Baines in the 54, and that'll round out your top. Everybody, big old pack coming off of turn 2. Everybody kind of shuffling out there in the 87 machine. I know he just made his pit stop a couple of laps ago. That's Austin McKinnon. He's getting away from everybody with those fresh tires. Behind him, though, looks like the 92 of Keith Brady, side by side with the 77 of Blaine Wolf. Actually, the 5, Martin Truexel. Martin Truexel? No, I got to get that right. Mark Truexel, sorry, thinking of the Cup guys right now. Kind of splits the middle, but these guys are just kind of fighting to get back up front. All of them, I believe, with fresh tires on those trucks.
Remember, place your bets. Who will be the Esports Las Vegas winner tonight for a free 3-topping pizza from Domino's? Pick the winner at lap 67 halfway. Guess correctly, first person will win. And we hope you all enjoy the race from JW Racing Esports. And by the way, Ray, have you had a chance yet to go check out JW Racing TV on the app stores, on Roku TV and Amazon TV? It is phenomenal, my friend.
Caution on a speedway. 1 second, we'll talk about that here. We're going to see what happened. Looking around the speedway on my screen, I don't see any damaged trucks just yet. 33 of Keffer's got a little bit of right rear damage. The MaxSpeedTV replay coming up as we're looking around the speedway. Keith Bradley is who we're on right now in the 92 machine. Looks like we got a truck sideways, which was Keith Bradley himself. I do not believe Keith is, I believe Keith has actually been in for his pit stop. So let's see, did he lose it himself? Is my question. He come down through turn 3, over turn 4 to 37, goes to the bottom side. Was it a point where he just couldn't hold it? Turn 2,
it is inside. They went 3 wide, and Keffer went to the gap and got into him. Rameza in the 37 on the bottom. In the middle, like a hot knife through butter, is the driver Keith Bradley. Jason Keffer, who had such a strong run the opening 20 laps, got put up in the wall, and it honestly just ran out of room there, Ray.
There wasn't a lot of room to kind of open that hole up, but he tried to make it. He did make it to a point, but obviously Keith Bradley a little bit up the track, and unfortunately that's what closed the hole up right there. As you can see, that is not net code. I can't believe we're getting another camera shot of it around here. No, sir, they did touch. And again, Kepper just tried to fill a hole that he saw. Personally, nobody did anything wrong there. The 92 of Keith Bradley didn't see him coming and tried to hold his own, but obviously keeping in the throttle to keep up with everybody. And then Kepper trying to thread the needle between him and the concrete. That's how it happens. Of course, I say concrete, but safe walls is what's here, safer barriers. And we're going to get a mix-up here in the top 5 as Garrett Maines finally makes his way to pit lane with a 0-4 in tow.
And I had a feeling they would be to pit lane for sure, and that's exactly what they're doing here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Come into the pits, and we're going to see the work being done when service will take place. As we're seeing now, Garrett Maines, you're riding on board with him. He's at his pit stall.
And Jason Maines overshoots his
leader,
by the way.
Lee behind him. Oh, wow.
He had to back up.
Oh, my goodness.
He had to back up. He right now is in third pit stall. Garrett Maines able to make it out. Actually, the 0-4 right ahead of him and gotten beat out by Derek Mullins in front of the 43. Derek Mullins was running 5th when that all came about. Where did Fulton go? I got to see where he goes here. Fulton only cycle back around.
Break in the action. While we have a break in the action, we're under 100 laps to go. We're lap 50 of 134. Didn't want him to think he was going to be slacking off tonight. He is our Abruzzi Racewear USA in-race reporter, Robert McFarland. Robert, what's your take of the opening 50 laps here at Vegas?
Thank you so much, Ray and Wesley. This has been an incredible race so far. I hated that caution just came out. I had just pitted, got about 2 laps on my tires. I want to thank Abruzzi Racewear USA. Your wear, your way. If you go to the website, I've got the gloves on right now. You're going to love them. And this is going to be tricky. I had it all planned out for if we went green. I got to decide here with my crew chief and my spotter if we're going to come down and get brand new tires and move to the back of the field. Right now, I'm the first driver 1 lap down, so I may just stay out here and hope for a quick yellow.
Mr. McFarland in the 0-1 machine. Yeah, we got it right now. AbruzzIUSA.com 0-1 machine. Robert, how's the tire wear been tonight? Obviously, everybody just pitted. I see you cycled earlier through your pit lap here about 5 laps before this caution happened. How's it been on the track? Tire wear been okay with those trucks?
It's wearing pretty good. We did run about 42, 44 laps. My fastest lap, I'm guessing, was a 31-something, 7. And I was down to about a 30, 33, 2. And I went ahead and came down and got my brand new tires thinking I'd get to jump on the leaders. And, of course, we had the caution. So it's going to be tricky here. We're going to have to see what happens. I don't want to be in the very back. I got a feeling we may have a few more cautions. And I guess I'm going to get the wave around here.
Yeah, one of the reasons I asked that.
The wave around, it looks like.
One of the reasons I asked that, I'm not sure if you're aware, but the setup is actually from Charlotte. We found that out earlier. So, again, these tracks are very alike, but obviously different banking, different asphalt. A little bit different on the trucks here. That's why I was wondering about tire wear. I'm kind of glad that things are working out. Maybe they tested this, and that's kind of how it worked out. Appreciate you kind of joining us here. We'll get your wave around, get you back underway here. I think next lap we're going to see if the pace car lights go out here right now.
That is our in-race reporter, Ray. That is, again, the Mr. Robert McFarland, and we'll see how he does throughout the night. The lights are off on the pace car. I'll tell you what. I
believe they're still on, actually.
We should have went to a break. We should have went to a break, but, yeah, okay. We are still under caution, and the lights are still on the pace car. So let's take a quick break. When we come back, more racing action continues from Vegas. We're less than 20 laps to halfway. Cycle of pit stops is over after our first caution flag involving Bradley in a 3-truck accident. Live from Las Vegas Motor Speedway on MaxSpeedTV and the CRN Sports Network, this is the Josh White Racing Esports Truck Series.
This is Rio of Madison Rising, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV.
Have you ever had the desire to show off something you created, like we'll say in racing, or in this case, sim racing? While on the track, simulator, or hauling close to the ground in a cart, Abruzzi Racewear has you covered. If you need to promote your team logo, name, colors, or just feeling a bit more confident in your sim rig, Abruzzi has your answer. Team shirts, jackets, and even hats. They'll go the extra mile. Race boots, trainers to gloves, even karting suits. Abruzzi has a supply to fit your needs. Customizable from team names to colors, and yes, you can even have your own name customized just the way you want it. In sim racing, they give you the comfort and feel of being strapped into a cockpit to bring the experience closer to the way you desire it. Their range of sim apparel has been created not to only meet and exceed the highest levels of comfort and quality, but also to enable you to make it yours. To add your personality, take a look today at AbruzziUSA.com to see the lineup and what they have to offer. AbruzziUSA.com, with customization at heart, is your wear, your way.
Back here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway, the locks are off on the pace car. We should get ready for the coming up here in just a couple of moments, as this will be the first caution of the race coming to conclusion here at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. We saw a sequence of pit stops go underway during a caution run, and now we set the field green. Here they come back to the box, green in the air. We're backing away, Ray.
Immediately get out to the front. That's what 57 Garrett Maines was thinking, and he did exactly that. Leading this pack off of turn 4, able to get out about 3 truck lengths, but that's going to be short-lived. Right now, the 04 fighting back on the inside, right to the tail, down the backstretch he'll go. Great run for, looks like Matthew Lee in the 04, right to the tailgate of the 57. They'll come around turn 3, nose to tail, down through turn 4, but behind them, again, Derek Fulton at 19, waiting to challenge with these guys. But with that one lap, they made at least 8 car lengths between second and third.
Here they come back across the stripe. Another lap of the board. Lap 54 of 134. Coming up on less than 10 laps away for you to have a chance to get that pizza for the free pizza giveaway. Back straight away. It's Maines leading over Lee as they go back into turn 3. And Fulton is now moved to third. The points leader as they go back to the corner.
Biggest fight I see right now, back in 5th place position, the 54 of Chris Baines and the 99 of Reed Tucker, as we watch Derek Moultons, who was in the 2, who was in 5th place, fall back to 7th, but behind them, Jason Maines is fighting 2 wide for 5th place. That's a 99 and 54. That's Reed Tucker, and again, the 54 of Chris Baines to the inside. The 99 will go. He'll get ahead of Baines. He'll fall in the line for 4th place. Baines in 5th, but it looks like Jason Maines right now in the 6th place is going to take it now over 5th place from the 54 of Chris Baines. Baines, and the 99. A little bit of a mouthful, but again, this is how it runs. Baines, Tucker, and Maines, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Back across the stripe here. They come back to the line here at Vegas, lap 57 of 134. Maines leading the way.
Lap 57 right now. Completion going to be on here very shortly. I'm going to watch back here. Actually, the nose right up front. Big old challenge from the 4 of Matthew Leach on the outside.
Wow.
Not able to make it done. Right to the rear decklet across the stripe. He's literally giving them a push draft down the front stretch. They've broken away from the 3rd place spot of Derek Fulton by at least 3 truck lengths. Make it 4 now down through turn 2. Matthew Lee losing a little bit of the edge going down through turn 2. Now separates him and the top of Garrett Maines down the back stretch by 2 truck lengths.
Having a little bit of internet issues where I'm at. Again, as I told you earlier, I am out in the middle of Amish country, so the signal is not the best in the world. Hopefully, we can continue to carry this as best as we can. If not, I'll have to let Ray carry it to the finish, which would really suck, because this has been a good race with Maines and Lee 1 and 2. Tucker powers to the inside. 3 beats the giveaway in 10 laps to the back straightaway. Nellis straightaway with Baines leading them into 3.
Lap 59 is what they're on. 67 is your goal to get your gas in. Right now to the inside, the 99 of 3rd place of Reed Tucker gets around Derek Fulton down the back chute. They'll go around turn 4 actually. Down the front stretch now. Garrett Maines still able to hold off the 04, but a new 3rd place guy on the podium right now. Reed Tucker in that 99. but not without challenge. The 19 of Fulton will go to the top side. On the inside of him now there's a new challenge. Make it the 43 of Jason Maines, who started third in this event. He's making his way back up to the top 3.
Back across the line. Look at this battle now. Lap 60 of 134. 7 laps to halfway. Look at angle. Awesome work by the man out of Arizona IA, Michael D'Amico. You're riding on board now with the man in fourth, Derek Fulton. He is the man that is leading the points of that 19 machine. He's led no laps. He's starting where he left off at the beginning in fourth. Can he pick him off? He's up to third, trying to get around Tucker now for third as they go into turn 3.
Consistency is where it's at, and the 19 has exactly got that down in fourth place. Everybody right now knows the tale. The third place 99 of Reed Tucker has caught the top 2. He's only a half a truck length back from the 04 of Matthew Lee. Right now, separation by 1 truck length apiece, 1 through third. Down into turn 1 they'll go, and it looks like Jason Maines is waiting over, taking over that top 4 spot and putting the 19 to the outside. Another challenge, a new guy up top to the top 5. That's going to be the 54 of Chris Baines, but not able to pull it off this time. He'll sit back there in 6th.
Look at him go back into turn number 3. Look at this battle into 3. There you're riding on board with the Arizona painting in car of Rhett Tucker. Rhett Tucker, also his own racing stables, runs on the ARCA series. He's ins now on the ARCA driver development program. There they go into turn number 1 and 2 straight away. Closing in on halfway in 4 laps, and the leader is still Maines going to turn 1, but there's Lee. There's Tucker. One wrong slip. Someone will capitalize, Ray Richer.
On board right now, the 04 of Matthew Lee with the Michelangelo's painting out of Arizona. Well, basically roof cam as we see right to the tail end of that 57, giving him a bump down in turn 1, able to break away a little bit from the 99 of Reed Tucker in third. Reed Tucker, though, following these guys, has been saving this truck. Where'd he come from, man? All night long, he's been taking and fighting his way up through the pack. Of course, the caution helped him. 6th place spot, by the way, of Chris Baines, unfortunately touches the concrete down the backstretch. Top 5 will get away. Looks like the 54 will slip back 1 other place as we see the 77 of Blaine Wolf come up through the field with the top 2 not changing. These guys are like a tow trailer right between each other, just touching each other's bumper around every lap so far. But it looks like Lee's going to go to the inside, going to try it down through turn 1. 57 shuts the door. Garrett Maines still able to take and hold on to that top spot. Down the back chute they'll go. 1, 2, 3. Maines, Lee, and Tucker are your podium guys at this moment in time.
We were watching Blaine Woodruff also. He was under attack, about to lose position. He'll shake off the cobwebs and keep us. Here they come. Back off of turn 4, down to the tri-oval. Give it now. 2 laps to halfway. Maines, but Matthew Lee is all over him like a coiled strike. Inside for the lead in 1.
They'll try it, but no cigar. Coming off of turn 2, top 3 now pulling away from the 4th place, which is Jason Maines in the 43 machine. Again, Dad out front. Looks like Jason, the son, is out back in 4th place. But between them, the 04, Matthew Lee, and Reed Tucker in 3rd. Reed able to take and hold on to these guys here for a bit, but it looks like he's losing ground to the 2nd place. Now about 6 truck lengths back, and behind him, Maines is gaining ground, but behind him in the 5th place position is Derek Fulton in the 19.
Another lap on the board. This is it. Next time around, we'll have its place. Put that little ticker up one more time. So who wants a pizza pie? A free 3-topping pizza. Domino's in your location if you can guess the winner as they're coming off of turn 4. To the cross flags. Let that ticker flash as they come to the cross flags off of turn 4. We are halfway home. Place your bets. Who will it be here in Vegas? Maines leads as he goes into turn 1 as we get ready for the second half of the Roll the Dice 200.
Voting is closed right now. We just completed lap 67, like Wesley was saying, halfway through this race. And I'm watching my eyes right now on the 99 of Reed Tucker. He's been pretty strong getting back to the front with these guys, again, out of nowhere. Down through turn 4, he'll go, though. Now 3 truck lengths back. He's arcing really high in the corners, down to the low through turns 4 and 2. Coming out of turn 4 right now, that gives him the advantage of the momentum. And that's what you're looking here for at the Speedway at Las Vegas, down here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Up a little bit high off of turn 2, not able to take and make it turn or rotate through the corner anyways. And it looks like Fulton's going to take advantage of that. Now the top 4, you can throw a blanket over going down the backstretch. But Reek goes to the inside of Matthew Lee, not able to take and do it. Back to the top side like a train. They'll go down through turn 4.
Back across the line off of turn number 4.
Vegas, Nevada.
Round 12 of the series.
Two, not able to take and make it turn or rotate through
what
the corner
a race
anyways.
it's been.
And it looks like Fulton's going to take advantage of that.
Josh White Racing
you can throw a blanket over
on
down the back.
MaxSpeedTV, the CRN Sports Network. Ray Richer, Wesley Outland, Robert McFarland, our in-race reporter, and Michael D'Amico doing a phenomenal job running the boards. Also, thank you again to Trace Knight in Henderson, North Carolina, continuing to make sure the audio cast sounds good from 600 miles away from our normal location. Look at the battle for the lead. Maines, Lee, Tucker sizing each other up, and look at this opportunity for Derek Fulton to make a move off of turn 2.
The top 4 trying hard to mix it up. They're putting on a fantastic show. And I believe Reed Tucker is getting a little impatient. Now Fulton to the inside of Reed. He'll get to the left rear corner down through turn 3. Reed lifts real early, allows him to get in. Now 19 is in your podium spot. The 99 will pull down to the bottom of the track. Able to take and hold on to 4th, fall back a little bit because he lifted off the throttle coming down to turn 3. But now it's Fulton on the move trying to get that top 3 to get to the battle of the top 2. But again, the 57 and 4, fantastic job by these two. It's almost like the 4 is getting towed around this track for most of the time if he hasn't made a move. They're right in the train tracks of each other going down the back chute. But again, Garrett Main's phenomenal lead most all night long has led most of the laps. By the way, they're matching each other's lap times, 32.7 each one, only off by about 10 thousandths of a piece, putting on a great show up front here, Wesley.
Nearly identical. And by the way, for those that are our NASCAR, Gander, RV, and Outdoor Truck Series viewers that have been multitasking are now at the truck competition here of the esports race. Cover your ears in 3, 2, 1. I'm not going to reveal the winner yet.
I was going to tell him myself.
2. I just texted my buddy, Austin Hill. How about that, Ray Richard? Getting a Truck Series win tonight at Kansas.
Yeah, I had that on my tablet at the same time we were doing this. So on the same note, I really didn't watch too much of it, but I just looked up and seen Austin Hill get on the door of the truck. Winner right now from Kansas tonight. 134 laps there, 134 laps here. They're all done. We're just over halfway by. 3 trucks on the top 3 right now. Mainsley and Fulton just leading this race. They're leaving Reet in the dust. Reet, I guess, wore his stuff out a little bit, trying to keep up with these guys with a little bit of a different arc. Watching the front 2 go to the bottom, but the 19 of Fulton, a little bit higher line down through here, as you can see from the roof cam of Lee. But now down through the front, on the roof of the 19, a Derek Fulton machine. He kind of keeps it to the bottom a little bit, down through that dog leg. Actually, down to turn 1, these guys right to the bottom. You'll watch that left tire just about touch that line. They'll come back up, and they'll keep that momentum down the backstretch. But Fulton's just trying to find the line to take and get around these guys, more or less keep up, because there's times when he comes out of turn 4, he'll catch right up to these guys before the start-finish line. Actually, as you see a little bit here.
Hey, and here's the thing that we might not realize. There is some commercials that have Austin Hill, or MaxSpeedTV broadcasting. He's got a couple of... No, it's Timmy Hill. I think it's Timmy Hill.
Yeah, it's Timmy Hill, bud.
Yeah, it is. It's Timmy Hill, and he's a good guy, too. But I want to say props to Austin Hill as well. They're both 2 Hell Wheelmen with Hill as their last names and their talents, and I'm glad to know they're friends. Big props to Ryan Priest and my little buddy Matt Benedetto, okay, after that crazy wreck last night at Kansas in the Cup Series. And now we set our sights in for this esports truck race gala here at Las Vegas. Las Vegas, 1 caution flag so far. Ray, I'm very surprised the race has only had 1 caution spell.
Well, with these drivers, man, they are like professionals. A couple of them actually are. Keep that in mind. They know their way around these tracks and how to hold on to the thing, as well as not just that, but make speed out of it. And obviously the top 2 are making a great example of that right now. That's Maines and Lee, of course. We've talked about them all night long. I'm looking a little bit farther back on the pack. There's 5 trucks from 99 all the way back to the 54 of Chris Baines. That actually is 99 in 4th place, and Chris Baines in 8th. But it's Tucker, Dotson, Maine, LaBeouf, and Baines all the way back to 8th. But another thing, Ashley Dotson, the 07, our Aussie tonight, making his way up through the field in that beautiful over-the-top paint design 07 machine, taking it down through turn 2 down the max stretch. He has made his way up to 5th place, and they just making his quick way with this truck. Been taking his time all night long, and he's another one of these guys, unfortunately, that get kind of caught in these wrecks, wrong place, wrong time. Never seen him really get too hard on these trucks, but seems to be doing a great job right now. Top 5 is what he's going for right now tonight. By the way, even though your guesses are in, that could be your winner right there you're looking at on the screen.
He resides out of Queensland, Australia, ready to go with that number 073 Chevrolet. In fact, the first race we'd ever done, there was a broadcast, I thought it was a woman. We both thought it was a woman. And Ashley Dodson quickly says, no, I'm not a woman, I'm a guy, you know. And we've had fun ever since then. Truly a talent. He's a teammate on the Josh White racing team with Josh White. Josh White and his lovely fiancee Megan are enjoying the Carolina coasts at Topsail Beach Island. And hopefully they're also taking in the sights and sounds. I got love for both of them. Hope they're doing well. Trouble! Hold on! Couple of trucks almost getting in the wall. Behind the machine of Dodson and Tucker. I thought we were about to have a wreck there with Baines and wow. Okay, we're still staying green, but I thought that was going to be a wreck right there, Ray. Oh, my goodness.
I actually missed that, to be honest with you, on my screen. I seen you were watching the broadcast, but no, I'm sorry I missed that. It looks like the right side of Baines' machine a little bit broken up. Nothing bad, though. These guys able to keep it straight. Remember when we were talking about professional drivers, Wesley? That's what we're talking about.
Yes, sir.
Right there. A little bit of scratch. Nothing bad, though.
Glenn winner. He's the Watkins Glen winner, if you remember.
Keep in mind, he's not just Watkins Glen winner, but he's the only one to lap the entire stinking field during a race. Well, that was incredible to watch as it was.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think up to 3 trucks finished on the lead lap before it was all said and done. But what a performance he put on for sure.
He still lapped them, you know what I mean, at that point in time. But again, they got it back on the lead lap. So give him credit where credit's due. By the way, 07 Ashley Dodson pulling away from the 99 of Reed Tucker. Ashley now in 4th place position. He's got quite a ways to go, though, because he's a second and a half behind the 3rd place. Actually, second and a half behind the 3rd place of Derek Fulton in that 19 machine. But he is gaining. We're going to keep an eye on that differential time, lap after lap. He'll come down through turn 4, but not all by himself. The 99 of Reed Tucker back about 3 truck lengths behind him. He'll hit the line. We'll see what the difference is. Went from 1.664 last time to 1.748. Sorry, unfortunately. I thought he was catching up. We're going to keep an eye on all that. 07, who is now in the 4th place position.
Well, what a performance there. Now we see Ashley Dodson. We watch him. You watch the girl on the top of the screen. Your top 3 are Maines, Lee, and Fulton. They're the top 3. The full field rundown going down below that ticker. We're lap 83 of 100 and I don't know what he just did there. Lap 83 of 134. I think he said 82 laps completed now. So there's your top 10. And by the way, next week, North Wilkesboro Speedway, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central. And trucks are going to be at Wilkesboro next Thursday night. The ARCA Driver Development Series. They're going to go road course racing at the Mid-Ohio Valley Sports Course. That should be fun, right? I need to find that track. I've been there before, but I haven't. I'm not in the vicinity tonight, though.
Yeah, one of the things I'll point out, by the way, no change in the top 3, by the way. Maines, Lee, and Fulton. Lee still on the tail of the 57, trying to chase him down. Plenty of racing to go. Lap 85 of 134. Haven't even broke the top 100 yet. One of the things I want to say about North Wilkesboro, if you guys have never heard the story behind that, one of the quick things that I'll point out, it was one of the things that Dale Jr. wanted on the iRacing service, and he got a hold of Steve Myers, who is actually the president of iRacing, and he says, listen, can we go and scan this, at least if you'll have the data? We can take and have it in the iRacing. You'll have the data, whatever you want to do with it. So the problem was it was overgrown with weeds. So Dale Jr. put out a tweet because here's the deal. There are laser scanners on these tracks. They're so precise. If there's a bump in turn 1 of Vegas, it's going to be here in the sim. So what they said is if you had a blade of grass coming up through the asphalt, it would scan it, but it would make it as a solid, so not like a bendable in the real world. So he went through, put out a tweet, 1,300 people come out of nowhere. When do you want me down there with my machine? I'll be there anytime. Well, he would have let it down to about 150 to his best friends. Took them a couple days. They went through and weeded the place out, scanned it, and we got it on the iRacing service today. It's one of the most unique tracks you'll ever be to or see at anyways, because it goes downhill on the front stretch and uphill on the back. The top three right now, Maines, Lee, and Fulton, pulling away from Ashley Dotson. Dotson right now 2.36 seconds behind the leader of Garrett Maines. So again, top four, though, still running that 07 truck as hard as he can.
There is a special, if you will, a documentary that's on YouTube and also on social media. It's with my friend Matthew Dillner. Of course, I do a lot of stuff with his. I've worked with Matthew Dillner before with NASCAR, and of course also with. He calls me Spaghetti Man because I'm the only guy that can be a roaming pit reporter and get a microphone cable totally tangled up with him and me. And why are we not wireless, Matthew Dillner? I do not understand why. But he calls me Spaghetti Man. But anyhow, him and Dell Jr. and all those, as you just mentioned, they got together back in December on a cold, rainy day last year, and put that together. And then in less than 2 or 3 months, they had the track ready to go at for the NASCAR Pro Challenge Series.
Hey, by the way, not to interrupt you there, Ashley Dotson, who was in fourth, slipped off a turn 2. Big old battle back from fifth and sixth. Unfortunately, he fell back 3 positions, and it looks like the 99 of Reed Tucker right on top. Brady LaBeouf as well as Chris Bain side by side. Dotson trying to make the turn, but the truck will not turn now. He'll go down through turn 2, lose another position, and another one coming up for the Jason Maines machine of the 43. He's to the inside now of Dotson. Dotson, a fantastic job all night long. Unfortunately, I believe that right front tire is finally giving out on him. He'll make it back to the 8th place position right now, going down the front chute.
Holy cow, what a tough break there for the driver of Ashley Dotson. Had such a great run going for him and still doing well in positions 5, 6, 7, and 8 out there on the racetrack. 6, 8, little net code for Brady LaBeouf. We're watching on a 9 truck there. An eye on him. Ooh, he'll keep going. We'll stay green, but that looked wicked there for a second.
Yeah, I don't know what Reed Tucker was doing. He pulled down the track. I'm not sure if he's letting it. It looks like he's letting these guys by. The 99 on the bottom side, wow. Brady LaBeouf to the outside, 54, 43. He is getting set to pit. Our first guy in tonight. Our first guy in the pit lane from the last amount of laps. It looks like lap 91 is where he'll bring it down, and that's the first guy I see on pit road. Going to take a look around here.
Red Tucker on the pit lane, the number 99 machine. He'll fall all the way to the back. Other trucks coming out of the pit lane as well. Here they come. That's Brandon Bullock. That's also Hurley's machine all in for pit service now. Marlin looks like he's dropping down to the apron. He might be coming out of the pit lane as here they come. There's Red Tucker. His pit stall. Would you call this money stop?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Unless we get a caution flag?
Definitely the money stop. This is where these guys got to get in, get out. Of course, you see the 92, Keith Bradley, reset there. I'm watching a battle hugely for 4th place position between the 54 and 9. There's been Baines, Baines and LaBeouf fighting out all the way down through the backstretch. Right now, LaBeouf out on top. Baines on the high side. The 43 goes to the low side. Jason Maines, he'll take over the 5th place spot. 54 is going to fall back to 6th place. Behind him, Ashley Dotson in 07 still holding on. Don't count him out yet. Maines, by the way, a little bit of a blink down the front stretch. The 43 to the inside, he'll take over 5th. Chris Bain's not with a fight, though, on the outside with that 54 machine. Dotson just waiting for these guys to screw up. Dotson riding that 2nd and 3rd groove now. He's going to try to save them tires as far as he can go. But again, I believe these guys can make it to the end on this pit stop. Lap 93, 134 is a goal. You're still talking 40 laps, so you got to stretch this out as much as you can.
Back off of turn 4, back to the line. Look at Brady LaBeouf. Buff and Jason Maines sizing each other. There's Chris Baines to the outside. Baines, they are not family. And look at now Fulton. There's Ashley Dodson now. Correction there. Derek Fulton has moved up to 3rd. What a good run this could be for that driver who currently is in 3rd. But this gaggle of trucks battle down the Nellis straightaway with Dodson looking on the inside of Chris Baines, the Watkins Glen winner as they go to...
Dotson is just trying it, man. That's why he dove to the bottom. But when he did, you got to realize if you go at an angle, it shortens up the length you got in the vehicle behind you because they're pulling away in a straight line. So you're actually falling back. That's exactly what you saw the 07 do when he went to the bottom. He tried to get to the inside, just kind of added on a lot of room, unfortunately, and that pulled him back, allowing the 54 to get ahead of him and still hold that line to the bottom, by the way, 54. Looks like Chris Baines to the inside of LaBeouf down the Nellis backstretch. Almost touched going into turn 3. Boy, about a door bumper, didn't touch.
Whoa!
Well, LaBeouf up the track that allows Ashley Dotson to the bottom side, and Dotson will take over what looks to be the 6th place spot behind Chris Baines.
What a great piece of driving by Recker. I thought he was going to go from the spinning off of her number 3 and 4, and now next to the lap later, he's up on the top side of the racetrack as he exits off of turn 2, heading back down the Nellis straightaway. And bottom of the racetrack, you got trucks coming up on the blend line, entering back onto the speedway. Now that's Mullins and LaBeouf battling as Red Tucker is man in the 10th, outside the top 10, in 11th position, even after pitting. And all these other trucks have not pitted yet. Brendan LaBeouf drops on the pit lane, coming to the pits.
Our leader, 57, still out front,
Whoa!
fighting a whole bunch of lap traffic. What? Did you almost lose it going into the pit there, the 9?
Yes, sir. Every which way but loose. NRE number 9 entry. Brady LaBeouf coming off of the ball at Darlington last week. And now he about wiggles and giggles and overshoots his pit stall. He does! 9, so that's going to hurt him again. More pit road. Hurt that Chevrolet of Brady LaBeouf, but now he's in for service, Ray Richard.
Left signs up on that number 9 truck, unfortunately losing it on the way into the pits, as I saw afterwards. Down and off he goes. We're hoping he doesn't get a speeding penalty out of that, and if that's the case, you'll be seeing him come back down pit lane to serve it. But back up front, the top 2 have broken away. A lot of lap traffic with fresh tires has gotten around these guys, kind of screwed them up a little bit. But as you can see here, first and second, nose to tail again, only half a truck length here separates them to the inside. It looks like Lightly's going to try it. Not just yet. Now shuts the door. The 57 back to the top side. He'll go. Taking hold up of him into turn 1. Top 2 still Maines and lead, but Fulton in third. Nobody there has pitted. Let's see, it goes Garrett Maines, Matthew Lee, Derek Fulton, Jason Maines, Chris Baines, and Ashley Dotson, as well as Derek Mullins. I think Mullins may have pitted, but I believe our top 6 have not done so yet.
Garrett Maines out in front. Matthew Lee right there behind him. Garrett Maines has not won on the series yet. Could that happen tonight? Matthew Lee has 2 wins on the series. 2 wins on the series. Also the points leader. There's your top 3. The rundown of all the 20-plus trucks that are here tonight at Las Vegas continue. We're coming up on lap 100 complete. 34 laps to go. It's time to place your bets in the Roll the Dice 200. One more quick commercial break. We'll go side by side, and Ray Richard and myself will take you to the finish from Las Vegas. This is the JW Racing Esports Trucks Series on Max Speed and the CRNs.
Looking to do something fun, different, and exciting with a family? Experience Friday Night Stock Car Racing, located in South Raleigh at the Wake County Speedway. Wake County Speedway is a quarter-mile bagged asphalt facility, providing lots of close racing action. For more information, including the schedule, please visit WCSpeedway.com. Wake County Speedway, America's favorite bull ring.
Leith Cars, the local name you've trusted for over 50 years, introduces Leith Direct, the safe, easy way to buy a car online. Just pick your favorite, no-hassle priced used car. Yes, all cars are market priced, so no back and forth. And click to buy. We'll even bring it to you. And if you change your mind in 3 days, just bring it back. Your next car in a click with Leith Direct online buying. From the name you can trust, LeithCars.com. It's easier here.
The Rifle Caddy is a unique product. I mounted it in my truck. We've been through some rough terrain. There's a lot of tough roads that we go through here to get to some of the spots that we want to walk into. I can definitely say that the Rifle Caddy stands up to its name.
At times, you just want to get away from it all and not worry about what curveballs life throws at you. When you need that opportunity to relax, consider Eagle Ridge Luxury Camps. We offer privately located scenic tents and campsites by the lake or river just outside of Durango, Colorado, along the breathtaking Animas River. Luxury tents are available too and include soft pillows with cozy comfort, or quilts. Choose to pamper yourself with organic soaps, lotions, and towels, along with complimentary breakfast and full access to our base camp, with many activities available like hiking trails, bird watching, paddle boards, as well as kayaks on site, and much, much more. You may want to try our Sunset Desert package. With that special someone and a brief walk through the colorful New Mexico landscape of Yucca, wildflowers and moss-covered boulders await you when you approach your perfectly positioned table overlooking the enchanted lake below. Packages are only $85. See site for details. Founder and camp host Jason Craig will be waiting for you. For more information, check us out at EagleRidgeLuxuryCamps.com or simply call 602-318-7089.
Here's how it worked out during break. The 99 actually pitted a bit before the 04 of Matthew Lee as well as Derek Fulton. And with that being said, he was able to get out one lap with fresher tires. That pulled him away from the field about a half of a track length. And as Matthew Lee and Derek Fulton went in, they're now in second and third place spots. So it all depends when you pit, which will help you out with fresher tires. Again, Matthew Lee trying to take and catch up to that 99, 3.4 seconds back. And Reed Tucker has the advantage if he can hold his own right now working through lap traffic. But Garrett Maines, who is in the fourth place spot, waited 2 laps after Lee and Fulton pitted. And unfortunately, that's put him back to fourth. But he has got the freshest tires of the top 4. And Fulton right now is on his sights just ahead of him going down the back chute.
And how about Redker, a 2-time winner on the ARCA Driver Development Series. They race again every Thursday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. And I'm telling you, Ray, I don't know if you've had a chance to check them out. I've been in the broadcast booth a couple of times with Ryan Shaw and Robert McFarland, actually. And no ARCA cars. They put on a phenomenal show. There's a talent breed for the Thursday night program that's brewing to come to the trucks program, and even also for the startup of a new JW Racing Xfinity program, too. There's some talent there in the ARCA program for sure.
Yeah, Josh White is going to take and branch out a lot. ARCA programs, Xfinity programs, always starting originally, though, here on Friday night with these trucks, though. Keep an eye out for the Josh White E-Series, trucks, Xfinity, ARCA Series. Again, ARCA on Thursday night, as we were talking about. And that's all on the app, by the way. You can download, Kindle, or not Kindle, what is it, the Amazon Fire Stick.
You forgot about the super late models?
Oh, I forgot about super late models. That's one night I do not know that they're on. But again, a lot of fun to watch these guys. Sunday night, appreciate that. And with that all being said, I race too many dang leagues. That's what it comes
A matter of fact, the guy that is in third place, Derek Fulton, or who was in third place, he's not anymore. But the points leader for the series, if you will, Cereal Box, as my girlfriend's son Jordan calls him last week. Jordan calls him Cereal Box, Derek Fulton. In the 19, he's currently fourth on the racetrack. He is the director of the JW Racing Outlaw Super Late Model Series. We got a battle going on. Look at this. Lap tracks all in the way of the leaders, and Matthew Lee goes to the lead around Tucker off of turn 4.
Matthew
or did
Lee,
he? I don't think he did.
He's trying to catch him right now. He did catch Tucker, by the way. Tucker in second, scoring right now to come back to the stripe. But the 57 of Garrett Maines out of nowhere is now in the second place position. Matthew Lee on the top, and behind him, Derek Fulton in third. But Maines has 2 lap fresher tires on these guys, so he is using that to his advantage right now. Lap 110, we're going to come around to 24 to go at the stripe.
Would you ever doubt Ray Richard? Maines has been strong the entire race long, and Fulton now sneaks his way back to third, getting around Greg Tucker, as these have been, honestly, the class of the field. Maines looking for his first win. Here is your recap of the race so far in summary on bottom right or bottom left. 1 caution, 5 laps, 24 laps to go. Lead changes is 6. It's about to be 7. Here comes Maines to the inside on Lee.
To the bottom side in turn 4. He's got it by a truck length, but Lee is fighting back to the top. He blocks the right rear corner and gets a drag race down to the start-finish line. The 57's got it by half of a nose right now. They'll come down through turn 1, and Fulton is right on the tail of the 04 on the high side. He looks to the inside. No go right now. 04 pulls behind the 57 of Maines. 1, 2, 3. He knows the tail down the backstretch.
Down the Nellis straightaway. Here comes Maines. He'll go to the outside lane. Matthew Lee will follow. He'll hit back down to the bottom of the racetrack, thought about making a move, thought better of it. Here comes now also in the dogfight. He'll now hook up with Lee. They'll go to the outside lane, mirroring each other, single file across the stripe, under 20 to go here at Vegas coming up.
A top 3 freight train breakaway down through turn 1. Everybody's arcing from the high to the bottom side through turn 2. Right there's the apex. They bring it back up towards the wall. One truck length separates the top 3, but lap traffic ahead. It looks like the 46 of Mike Adamson is going to be one of their first victims, and he is the only one from going down the lead lap in 17th place, but that'll be very short-lived. Once this train gets to him, they come out of turn 4.
Garrett Maines, he's not one on the series. Maines is the leader in that Smithfield Foods number 50, looking for that first career touring truck win. And Matthew Lee, he's not won since Martinsville. He won Michigan, he won Martinsville. And then you've got the Bristol-Dover winner of Fulton. Derek Fulton sits behind him and the points leader. They go back to 3 and lap traffic in the mist, under 20 to go this time by.
I can tell you right now, if you pick the 57 of Maines to win by lap 67, Smithfield Bacon may be on top of your pizza, because that's the way it's looking tonight. Down through turn 1 they'll come. The 46 of Adamson, I keep screwing up his name, down through turn 1 to the high side, allows the top 3 to get to the bottom, but Fulton backs off for a minute, and it looks like Lee's going to use the draft off the 46 to try to get a run on Garrett Maines. No go right now. Maines up in front of the 46, but Lee to the bottom side. He's trying to get to the left rear. He is there down through turn 4. Again, the door slams from the 57 down the front chute.
Back across the stripe this time by. Here they come. Garrett Maines back to the lead. Matthew Lee to the outside, to the inside. Bradley, lap traffic with Bullock and Moore all in the way of those trucks, as Maines is picking them up and putting them down on a chopping block of pavement. 3 wide, he'll split him in the middle like a hot dog between the bun. The bread is hot in the butter. Going into 3, clearing them one by one, picking them up, putting them down, and even our in-race reporter, Robert McFarland, is about to be the next nemesis.
Yeah, Hurley on the outside, net 3 truck will bring it to the top side, top 3 to the bottom, but Robert McFarland is the next victim. They'll go down through turn 1, lead to the inside again, almost making it 3 wide. They do not touch. The 57 had enough speed, got down in front of the 04. They both clear the 01 of McFarland down the back chute. Now into turn 3, it looks like we have Fulton trying to get around our lap trucks. Now they're 2 wide in front of Fulton for 3rd. Blocking them off, nowhere's for Fulton to go, and Hurley will hold him up down through turn 4, but now he opens up the bottom side. It made Fulton go back at least 5 truck lengths off the top 3. Nothing but clean air ahead for a short while down to turn 1, our top 2 nose and tail.
17 to go as they go to turn 1, and I don't know if you've noticed this or not, Ray, but if you watch those trucks of Maines and Lee for 1 and 2, Maines is strong on the straightaway. Lee is strong in the exit of the straightaway going in the corner. Tied in, loose off the center, if you will. Lee reels him in like bait on the hook. Maines pulls away to the straightaway. And that game of cat and mouse continues with Fulton 4 truck lengths back in 3rd. They come to the line in 16 to go here in Vegas next time by.
Lap 119 is what they're on. Down to turn 1. Lee digs that low side again. Big high arc for the 57. Again, separate them by 1 truck length back. Down through turn 2, they'll go. Big old challenge by the 04, like it has been most of the night. He's looking to get back and make it 8 lead changes, but not enough to get to him this time. He'll lose a little bit going down through turn 3, but Fulton back there at least about 8 car lengths behind the top 2 to him. But they're going down to the front stretch. Now again, the 57 of Maines, a little bit of a gain for the 04. 04 on the apron with Maines down through the front chute. Into turn 1, it looks like they're going to take the 04 to the bottom again with a tighter turn. 57 to the high side. He'll have the speed coming off of turn 2, and he'll pull away from the 4 by another half truck length down the back chute.
15 laps to go at Vegas. Who picked Maines? Matthew Lee. Place your bets with Fulton in the back in 3rd. They're ready to place their chips on the poker table and let it all hang out in Vegas. To the line, under 15 to go. It's Maines at the stripe. Lee is 2nd, ready to go in the back. Waiting patiently is Derek Fulton. Clean air in sight of the top 3. This is a battle between these guys as they exit off turn 2.
They don't call this the roll of dice 200 for nothing. Lap 121 to lap 134 is where we want to go. The biggest challenge I see besides up front looks like the 5th place of LaBeouf and Reed Tucker in the 99. They were just side by side. But it looks like LaBeouf has got ahead of them there. The 99 still holding his own in 6th place. Jason Maines, one of our guys that started in the top 3, by the way, back in the 7th place position, but he's quite a ways back. No challenge for the 2 up front. 2 up front, though, back to them, the 57 and 04 Matthew Lee. Nose to tail, not a lot has changed past couple laps, but they still are matching each other's lap times. 32.8 this time, not 7, because they've fallen off a little bit from the tire wear. But again, Garrett Maines just leading this, guys. And I'll tell you what, giving these guys a schooling here tonight at Vegas.
What a battle it has come down to. Who picked Maines? That's who the question is. I'm checking in with Eric Zimmerman, placing your bets. Who was it? Who got Maines? Who got the driver Matthew Lee? Bill is saying that Fulton for the win. Who gets it correctly is the question. Robert Maines, the man leading the way. IC Colt says Matthew Lee. Picks are done. Who will it be? I don't think anybody was picking Maines to be the winner. He's in the dogfight. They come to the line this time by. It will be the top 5 after less than 10 laps to go. There they are. Maines, Lee, Fulton, Mullins, LaBeouf now back in the battle after his mishaps and problems on the pit lane and his late money stop, if you will. It's now coming to the back straightaway with Maines out in front. Lee, Fulton, 1, 2, and 3. No change in those positions as they'll come to the line this time by 10 laps to go here in the Roll the Dice 200. You better be ready to roll the dice now. It's go time here, Ray Richer, and watch Fulton come to the front, 19.
We're going to keep an eye on that 04. I'm going to believe you saying that Fulton has saved his stuff. It almost looks that way. He gains a little bit now on the 04. Coming down through turn 2, they're going to almost be even up. I think that's what ended up happening. Fulton was running a high side, saving them tires for the end. Like you said, it is definitely time to get your rear end to the front. He is catching these top 2, by the way. The 04 backed off a little bit. Now separates by 2 truck lengths between the top 3 on each one. 1 to 2, 2 to 3. And by the way, if nobody picked Garrett Maines, I think we got a free half a pizza for each of us coming tonight, Wesley. Because I'll tell you what, Matthew Lee is heading there for second. But I believe what's going to end up happening, because we're not eligible, whoever picked Matthew Lee, if nobody picked Garrett Maines, I believe that's what's going to end up happening. So again, 19 is catching these guys. It's going to be 8 to go at the stripe. Going to keep an eye on him. He's down through turn 3. Both of them, all 3 of them actually lift at the same time. You see some backfire down through the exhaust. That's how we can tell they lift. Down through the front stretch. Yeah. Again, Maines, Lee, and Fulton, top 3. Gotta wonder if Maines and Fulton have used up their rubber, so to speak. They've used up their tires. Fulton is ready to go. It looked like a moment ago when they said 10 remaining, he pushed the go button, but now it looks like also Maines and Lee have pushed the go button. A moment ago, all top 3 were in the screen unison with one another. Fulton has now fell back 5 truck lengths as they'll come off of turn 4. Matthew Lee sizing to the inside of Maines, to the outside. It's Maines looking for his first Turok win on the series with 8 to go at Vegas. Back in turn 1, Lee looking for the lead on the inside. He's trying to get there. He's down slow, but he's not able to hold on to it. The 57 of Garrett Maines pulls it back off. The momentum on the high side got it. Lee is trying to take and complete the pass. Wasn't able to do it. They were side by side down through turn 2. And by the way, Sarah, did you say Sarah Maines, Mike, there, our producer there? That guessed Garrett, Robin Maines. Robin Maines is actually the one that has guessed Garrett Maines for the pizza. So with that being said, we're going to keep an eye out for that 57 to take and win this. So Robin Maines may be able to win a pizza. And they didn't even split it if they're relatives, the way I'm seeing it. Matthew Lee to the bottom side again, down through turn 2, not able to hold it there. He'll lose a little bit on the 57. 57 pulls away by another truck length down the back chute. 129, next time by will be 5 to go.
This race continues on, ready to decide it all here at Vegas. When do you make your move? When do you go? When do you not go? That's the question.
Garrett Maines still up front, though. Now 2 truck lengths back to the 04, Matthew Lee. For all the people out there listening on CRN, as the audio, they'll come down the backstretch for another time. Again, 5 laps to go. Now is the time to pounce if you're going to do it. That's if you can do it. Maines has tried a couple times down through turn 2, not able to complete the pass. He's still able to hold the bottom side, but Garrett Maines right now still leads this pack. Top 3, he is putting on a phenomenal show all night long. Hopefully able to hold on. 4 laps to go, crossing the stripe.
Yes, he did. Eric Mullins, that's right.
I'm not sure what you guys are talking about
anyhow, this race continues here. It's not far from over. And the man out in front is the driver, Mr. Garrett Maines, looking for that first career win. If he can hold them off and make it happen, he will. Time is of the essence, though. Running out. They'll come to the line this time. Place your bets. Ready to go to the line. 4 to go. Now make it 3 to go. Garrett Maines, Lee, and Fulton's there with lap traffic in the way off turn number 2.
Lap traffic will be the 87 of Austin McKinnon. He's down the backstretch, right in line with these guys. If these guys go to the top side, we'll see if he goes to the bottom. No, he'll hang it up by the wall, up in the 3rd, 4th groove, but it gives Lee the advantage. Lee slips a little bit, though, coming down through turn 3, able to clear the 87, both the top 2 right now, and Fulton right now trying to get to the 87. They'll come down through the stripe. 2 to go now with popsicle sticks in the air.
Laps winding down. Look at this battle continuing on here. Off of turn number 2. Back straight away. Garrett Maines still trying to hold on to the lead. The laps continue to tick away here at Vegas. Matthew Lee trying to close in on him one more time. He's trying to go to the outside lane. Now back to the inside. Lap traffic is there. Fulton closed in by 3 car lengths. White flag goes to the air. One more lap to go at Vegas.
It's about to get real right now to the bumper. The 04 has gotten there, but not able to take and make the pass or even have an opening just yet. Watch the 57 as he goes down the backstretch into turn 3. He's been arcing it to the high side. That leaves the bottom wide open, and that's what Lee is going to go for right here. Wide, the 57 goes to the top side. Lee tries it to the bottom side, shuts the door with the 57. Down through turn 4, Garrett Maines leads this race.
Yeah. Here he comes. Welcome to the racing victory world. Finally, Garrett Maines' first career win on the JW Racing Esports Truck Series here at Vegas, baby. 2nd spot going to Josh White, a 2-time winner. 3rd to the points leader and a 2-time winner. And Mr. Derek Fulton.
Just a phenomenal race by the 57 and 04 tonight. I thought for sure Lee had something for him. I believe he did earlier on in the run, but obviously that made it run out towards the end. Race winner Garrett Maines here on MaxSpeedTV in the Smithfield 57 truck, a Bruzy Racewear. MaxSpeedTV Victory Lane, sponsored by Over the Top Paint Designs, and he'll wear what's left of those rear tires off that rubber doing his burnouts on the front stretch.
What a job, what a race they put on. And when it is all said and done, give it to the driver. A special time coming up for the driver of Garrett Maines. Finally, a first-time winner on the series. An opportunity for Garrett Maines. This has got to be special, because let's be honest here. He struggled several times, Ray Richer. It's not been a cakewalk for that driver. To finally get the win, it's got to be special.
You know what else is special? If I can find him here in chat so we can have a few words with him, we're looking for him right now. That'd be Garrett Maines, the race winner. I do not see him in here. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get a word or two with him. We do have, by the way, Robert Maines, actually the winner of the, I'll get that out, Mike, sorry, a producer feeding in my ear. Robin Maines, the winner of the 3-topping Domino's Pizza, picking the winner halfway through tonight, lap 67. And again, our winner 57 of Garrett Maines tonight here at Las Vegas.
How about that? And it's family. Does that count?
I would say so. They're not in the race. Heck yeah, I'd say it counts.
I was about to say that for sure. What a great job.
Well, as I was saying, I do not see our winner here in TeamSpeak, so we're having trouble trying to find him.
We need to track him down.
I'm looking for him.
We need to track him down. We need to run him down for sure.
Robin Maines, if you're in the other room watching this broadcast, go and tap Garrett on the shoulder. Tell him we need to speak to him up here in the broadcast booth and congratulate him on that first place run tonight.
Let me. Ain't Jason Maines related to him?
I believe, yeah, they're father and son, sir.
Stand by.
I see where he's going. Actually, Wesley's going to take a step out here real quick. Our in-race reporter, Robert McFarland, 14th place finish, only down one lap. Second guy down one lap to Austin McKinnon. Fantastic run tonight, man. You started 19th and the 14th. We'll interview the top three here very shortly.
Yeah, thank you so much. That was a hard race. It was a fun race. Cautions didn't fly my way. Obviously, I had Daisy in one ear. I had Bo and Luke in the other ear. And Uncle Jesse telling me something about fuel and who you can listen to.
As we got Wesley Outland back in our broadcast booth, did you get him, bud?
I did. So this is what we're going to do. Let's take a quick break, and we'll grab our top three drivers, and then we will have our MaxSpeedTV CRN Victory Lap, sponsored by Over the Top Designs post-race wrap-up. Again, congratulations to the driver, Garrett Maines. We'll talk to him. Matthew Lee, the points leader, Derek Fulton, who got third, all on the way. This is Josh White Racing TV on MaxSpeedTV and the CRN Sports Network. The post-race wrap-up is next.
We're the wise guys, and you're watching MaxSpeedTV. Woo!
He's a rookie. You don't.
Back here at Las Vegas Speedway. Go ahead, buddy.
Yes. Welcome back. It is race time. It's MaxSpeedTV, CRN Victory Lap, and our post-race wrap-up presented by Over the Top Designs. And Ray, we both have got to start working on statistics here to make ourselves better for sure, because we made ourselves sound foolish.
What do you mean?
Is Garrett Maines' third win. He is the first driver after winning tonight to be a three-winner club. He won at Atlanta, he won at Watkins Glen, and now he wins here tonight, Vegas. And we were saying that it was his first career win, but he's actually got 2 wins. He was tied with Matthew Lee and Derek Fulton, but now he is the first 3-time winner of the series. Garrett Maines, congratulations, buddy. Big apologize to you up in Virginia.
Oh, it's all good. I really appreciate it.
I'm one of those types that if I make a mistake, I'll at least say, hey, damn it, I'm sorry.
Well, I'm wondering where this we thing came from, because I didn't say anything about him winning or not winning the race.
Oh, okay. Well, fine then. Just throw me under the bus, Ray. Fine.
Go for it, buddy. I didn't throw you nowhere.
Listen,
no,
in all seriousness, though, in all seriousness, though, the powers that be on the Josh White Truck Series need to get in touch with Josh to get this stuff on danlisa.com. I know I'm giving a selfish plug freebie to them, but danlisa.com is like what I do for racing insights for NASCAR. It gets me stats, notes, information points, you name it, history of the races, of the drivers. We need to get the JW Racing Esports program platform on Dan Lisa. And Ray, that will be a better job for us in helping out preparing for broadcast too, my friend. Yes.
Yeah, a little bit helps, absolutely, by the way. But back to the beginning here. Garrett Maines, man, what a performance tonight, man. I got to pat you on the back for an attaboy. I didn't think you were going to hold off Lee there for quite a while. I thought the tires were going to fall off, but, man, you guys put on a hell of a school tonight.
Oh, yeah, that was a lot of fun racing up with Matthew and Derek there, and I think my dad was running third for a while. It really came down to tonight being a lot of draft. The new build came out this week, and I didn't really know how it was going to go, but I can tell you this: it's more like IndyCar now than trucks. There's a lot of give and take, and Matthew and I, we swapped positions there at the beginning, but like I could have kept swapping back with him, and he could have done the same. Like he was just like, instead of pulling out a line to try to pass, because it was, you're going to lose half a tenth a lap or half a second a lap doing that. He just decided to fall in. We all decided to push each other up to the front pretty much and break away, and that was the difference between being up in the mix of things and really pulling away, and it made for a really good race up there at the end. My normal strategy is to stay out a little bit longer, and it didn't really work tonight, which is it's interesting. Like I don't actually know what the pitch strategy is going to be from now on. It's going to be like a lot more technical, where you fall in line instead of like just having the raw tire to pull away and the pace. So it'll be interesting to see in the coming weeks, but learning experience tonight, and a lot of fun, a lot of give and take, and a lot of respect from all the guys out there.
A strong run for you for sure. Can we kind of go back and let's kind of say recap the final 10 laps of the race, if you will. Maybe the last 10 laps. It seemed like the go button got pushed. Were y'all saving y'all's equipment, tires, for this interesting race, which, by the way, only got plagued by one caution flag? Hell of a job you guys put on tonight here at Vegas.
Yeah, I love racing with the guys in this league, and the fact that we've gone caution-free or nearly caution-free at every mile and a half that I've been here for it's been really cool, and it's a good group of guys. But there in the last 10 laps, I knew I had the tire advantage, so I was kind of riding, because it was so strong a draft that if either one of us pushed, our tires were going to burn up, and there was no point, because the draft was so strong it would pull you right back to the next person. And I think there was a difference throughout the field where people were pushing and they weren't getting the benefit of the tires on the long run. So the last 10 laps, it was sort of in a position where I didn't want to burn my stuff up and leave myself vulnerable if he made a move, because I couldn't shake him. It didn't matter what I did. I wasn't going to pull away from him. I mean, I noticed that in practice. Like, I had probably 4-lap older tires, and he didn't pull away at the rate he used to. But fall off on the tires is different now. But all in all, it was just sort of a chess match to see who would make the move, where he would go, and I was trying to position my car to be able to defend for whatever I needed to do. Just all worked out there in the end, and I think that one move he made was about all he could do, because the lap traffic we caught kind of gave me a little bit of draft, so he wasn't gaining that time anymore, and then gave us both a little bit of arrow push, so we were sort of in the same boat.
I have a massive
congratulations.
question. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Sorry to interrupt you, Wesley, but I have a massive question before he thanks his sponsors. Who is Robin Means?
That is my mom.
Okay, so guess what? She won the pizza tonight.
Heck yeah.
And guess who's going to have a free topping pizza on Mom?
Gotta love that. Went in 2 ways tonight, because she can't have it.
Free topping pizza. A free 3-topping pizza from Domino's. She guessed you at halfway and got it. There's nothing against family rooting on their drivers. So congratulations, man.
I'm not 100%.
Good job there.
I'm not really sure how I feel about that, because, I sent it to all my friends, too, and I'm like, well, dang, they didn't get it again. But that works, too, I guess.
Hey,
anyway.
Last question, and you can throw out your spear as well while you're doing this. Just talk about the series in general and why you're having so much fun. I mean, I know you work at Richmond Raceway, and I know you got to prepare for the NASCAR races and all of the stuff that goes on there and day-to-day operations. But what is it like working at Richmond Raceway, but then, taking the time to step away and have a diversion, if you will, enjoying esports and being pretty good at it yourself, for sure, Garrett?
Well, I'll explain what the Richmond Raceway deal is. I'm actually one of their esports drivers. So, like, me and Roger Caruth are in the development program. We've been running Road to Pro this year, and I'm running the Rallycross Pro stuff as well. So I don't actually work there. The people that work there chose 2 drivers this year to run on the esports stuff, and I was one of their guys, and it's been a lot of fun, getting to do that deal. Unfortunately, COVID kind of screwed up a lot of the opportunities that were going to come out of that, but it's been really nice to be able to represent Richmond Raceway being my local track and all that. And by the way, I don't want to forget this. You're putting 30 years on me every time you start the broadcast. Is that Jason is my dad.
Well, yeah. I've been driving for 8 damn hours. I got an excuse.
I just wanted to make sure I cleared that up, because I heard that as I was grinning. I heard, yeah, and what do you call it? Garrett, Jason's son or whatever. No, the other way around was said, and I was like, wait, what? So I was like, oh,
we're gonna have to go back and check the tapes. Either they said it or I said it or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so there you go. So it's all good. Hey, but listen, congratulations to you, Garrett. Always fun talking with you, and congrats on being the first 3-time winner of the series.
I appreciate it, guys. I just got to.
Wilkesboro next week. Go ahead.
I was just going to thank my sponsors. I got to thank Smithfield, 101 CBDs, Sim Seats, all the guys at ESE that make the RTP and NIS stuff possible, and also the guys at Richmond Raceway. Shout out to them. Thank you guys for broadcasting tonight, and all the guys in this league for putting on a heck of a show again.
We'll make sure next week Jason's your daddy, and you are a 3-time winner, not a first-time winner, and hope your mom enjoys that pizza for sure.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations, Garrett Maines, winner 3rd time this year. The first driver of the three-win club for the JW Racing Esports Truck Series. 2nd place, 2 wins on the season, Matthew Lee. Matthew, another bridesmaid position, another 2nd place podium. But you got to be happy with tonight's race. What's your take of Vegas tonight?
Yeah, like Garrett was saying, it's definitely a big learning experience with the new tire that just came out yesterday. I think here at the 1.5 miles.
I got you. Well, you definitely had a really, really strong truck. You did stay out of trouble for sure.
Yeah, we had a strong run going. Like Garrett was saying, we could have just passed each other back and forth the entire race, and it's just going to burn our stuff up. So I decided just to hang on his tail there and see if we could get away.
Richard.
Matthew Lee, I'll tell you, I've been watching you all night long. I really thought you had something for the rest of the field, man. You hung on for so darn long. The tire fall off is one thing we've talked about, obviously, here at the end. I knew there was an update, but I wasn't sure what it was all about, and obviously a few people have explained it, and obviously you explain it the best right now. At the end, how was the truck? Was it able to hold on right to those end ways? Because I'll tell you, you guys were following each other's lines, and it seemed like there was no give at all. Those tires just stuck all the way around.
Yeah, I learned in practice to not get the truck sliding up the track, because it seems like with this new tire, once you start sliding sideways, you don't have the side bite that you had with the other tire.
And what's cool about it, you got to think about it. In the real world, Goodyear brings tires to different tracks of different compounds, so this kind of adds a more reality.
So kind of almost put me back on even ground with these guys for the night, so that was kind of a relief when I seen that, to be honest. Kind of was learning as I went, just to try to figure it out and what was new. So that was first run on them, and so far I have to say I do like the model, so it definitely plays into my favor a bit.
What is this new model that you're saying they've done? Because I know they're coming out with some new tracks. I know they're coming out with Nashville Fairground Speedway, getting ready to release that very soon. I know the September build's going to have Weed Sports Speedway and the Big Block Modified Dirts. Ray, I know you're excited about that, buddy.
Very excited.
But what did this tire change to? Was it something as an advantage or a disadvantage? Was there investigating done and they felt like this was a change that needed to be made? Derek, what's your take on it? And you run the trucks and all the other stuff, so go ahead.
Yeah, that was my first race, so I couldn't really tell you that much at this point, but from what I just learned on that run, I feel like the tire fall off was a little bit more over that 10-lap stretch, but which brings in, you gotta bring the more throttle game plan into it mid-run instead of like at the end of the run. So it definitely plays into my favor a bit because I'm definitely better with the throttle control and stuff. So it's not as much of just mashing the gas pedal. So if hopefully we keep this update, definitely good for me, that's for sure.
Great one for third point. Go ahead, Wesley.
Go ahead, Ray. I'm sorry, buddy. We're having a technical issue on CRN. My bad.
It's all good right now. Wesley's a little bit delayed. He's having still some audio issues. But again, Derek Fulton, great run tonight off of from the middle of the pack back up to third. Great podium finish. Now's an opportunity to thank any of the sponsors that you have, bud.
Well, I'd like to thank you guys first of all. You guys do a wonderful job. It's great to go back and watch the races and stuff on the weekends. And I'd like to thank my sponsor, JMF Construction. They've been on board almost all year here, so it stuck with me there through the rough patch and everything. So thanks to them for being on board this week, and hopefully the rest of the season.
Podium finish tonight, third place, the 19 of Derek Fulton, and possibly still the points that are coming out of this race here at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Top three, we'll go run down through them really quickly here. Garrett Maines, obviously your winner. Matthew Lee in second. Derek Fulton in third. Brady LaBeouf in fourth. Jason Maines in fifth. Derek Mullins in sixth. Reed Tucker in the 99 in seventh. Chris Baines in eighth. Ashley Dotson, the Aussie, in ninth place. Martin Brooks in 10th. Raul Meza in 11th. Right next to him, Austin McKinnon in 13th. Robin McFarland, our in-race reporter, in the 0-1 in 14th. Michael Adamson in the 15th place. 16th place with Brandon Bullock. Keith Brady in the 17th. Brandon Hughes in 18th. Blaine Wood in 19th. Andrew Hurley in the 20th position. Jason Keffer in the 33. We'll finish 21st. 22nd, Gene Gorguski. 23rd, Eric Zimmerman. And rounding out your top 24 tonight, Michael Clary. Again, Wesley, if you're still there, I know you're still having some issues. We got you, buddy. I appreciate that.
We're good. We just had a little here there on the CRN side of things. People got to realize I apologize. I'm not in my regular studio as I normally am for Friday nights when I get to work with you, Ray, and everything sounds crystal clear and put down about 700 megabytes per second, and unfortunately it's like 89, 90, 100 megabytes per second here at the hotel, but probably would have been worse at the racetrack because we're out in the middle of Amish no man's land in Buckeye State of Ohio. But we made the best of it, did the best that we could, and we definitely do appreciate you all for joining us. Again, a big congratulations to Garrett Maines, his third. Down at third. I'm writing that down right now as we speak, Garrett, so I have it. Atlanta, Watkins Glen, where your kick button took names here tonight at Las Vegas. As we prepare for round number 13. Go ahead, Ryan.
And the bonus winner, by the way, of the pizza through Mom tonight. The free 3-topping pizza courtesy of MaxSpeedTV.
Wesley? Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I was just going to give it a pizza.
Garrett Maines. That's what I'm talking about, buddy.
Yes, Garrett Maines. Yes. And congratulations to Mama Maines. She has got the pizza. I love to hear the reaction. He came in and said you finished first time ever win. No, I'm a 3-time winner. So we got this, Garrett. Congratulations. Always enjoy our in-race reporter of Robert McFarland. Unfortunately, he didn't earn that much money tonight. I think we heard from him, Ray, twice, if that?
I think it was about 2 times, buddy.
Yeah, a good run for everybody. Hey, remember, follow Josh White Racing Esports.com, JWEsports.com for being a part of whether it's the Outlaw Late Model Series starting up soon, provided by Derek Fulton on the operations, Michael McKinnon, and the ARCA Driver Development Series on Thursday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. And then, of course, it all leads up to the A Squad for the JW Racing Esports Truck Series at 8 p.m. Eastern every Friday night. And again, next Friday night, we're at North Wilkesboro Speedway. Ray, closing thoughts. That should be an historical race. That's going to be round 13 of the series as we are getting closer to the playoffs, baby. Playoffs? Don't talk about playoffs, but it's coming soon.
Not just yet, man. Don't rush it. This has been a great season. Having a great time calling these races. North Wilkesboro, historic track to begin with. Downhill, uphill, just over half a mile, and a bunch of trucks to boot. A lot of old surface there to run on. I can't wait to see it next week. We'll see if Maines gets on top next week. Well, we'll see if also Lee is able to keep up with them at the same time.
It should be a fun time. And remember, Josh White Racing TV on Roku and Amazon. This race broadcast, as well as all the other ones, are available by just going to your app on your television, Roku TV, and Amazon and put it in Josh White Racing TV. For Michael D'Amico of course, MaxSpeedTV and over-the-top designs, the Arizona painting, D'Amico, all the great sponsors we have. For producer chair, Michael D'Amico. For MaxSpeedTV, for Trace Knight on the CRN Sports Network. For Robert McFarland, our in-race reporter. For Ray Richer, I'm Wesley Outland. God bless you all. Keep on praying for America. And congratulations to Gary Baines. Not his first, but his third. And now the all-time leader of the JW Racing Esports Truck Series. Take care.
Trucks and the gun.